Okay, we are going to do an update check, and it is Tuesday, December 7th, and for time check purposes, it's around 2:45 or so. So we're just going to look at the sun. I've been here for 4 days now. The problem, of course, being that the one day that it was pretty and there were blue skies, I didn't actually film anything because I was too lazy, sort of figuring that I was going to have time on the other sunny days, and then there haven't been any. So let's take a look and see where we are. And also mention some of the things that we need to do. So we're starting on the Airbnb side. So this is going to be the entrance, as you can see, kind of to the right of the garage. And we have this little, oh, they have sawed these things off. Okay. We have this little space in here that's going to be a just an entrance to the Airbnb so the guests don't have to stand in the rain. Recent change, literally yesterday, is we boxed this in because we wanted to just put in some lighting here and we didn't want to have it go all the way up there. So jury's still out on whether there's going to be something hanging there or just a can. I'm thinking just a can, but we'll see. Okay, other innovation. If you've seen anything else on the house, you know that we were supposed to have a staircase that leads off the deck into the Airbnb. It turns out it didn't work. It's just because of where the roof rafters were. There was no way to do it. Obviously, Lisa doesn't want to have to go outside to service the Airbnb. So we just had this framed in. It's just going to be another exterior door, but it'll allow you to go from the from the inside of the house to the Airbnb and up the stairs without any weather exposure. So the other kind of cool thing about this, though, and we hadn't been thinking about it, and it's going to work out really well now, is that there is a pretty sizable cubby, closet area, whatever, that's under the stairs. So they framed in a doorway, and they're going to frame in a wall over here, and we're going to make into a closet. So we will be keeping everything from that's needed to service the Airbnb in here. So that will mean no hauling stuff from the house. Every once in a while we'll have to haul some blankets and towels and whatnot, but generally speaking, not bad. So I guess while we're in here, here's the basement. Here is our basement entrance to the house. The really good thing about this, I'm sorry, garage, not basement. The really good thing about this is, and something we didn't realize, is really how deep the garage goes. It's a 1.5 car garage. We're only going to have one vehicle down here, but it's really deep. It's far deeper than we thought it was going to be. So literally there will be room for shop stuff over there and for storage and things like that, without having to clunk around the car. So let's go upstairs. So this is what your Airbnb visitor would see as you come up. And so there is actually going to be a door here, which will probably end up being an interior door because the exterior door is going to be down here. So here we just need something to kind of give us a second set of locks. Over here we have the bathroom. It's going to be the bathroom door right off the entrance, and shower over there. You can kind of see where the pan is, and then it's just going to have a toilet and a vanity. So everything someone needs. This area here is the kitchen, or as I've been instructed to make sure I say, the bar, because if it was a kitchen, we'd have all kinds of other regulations. So we don't want those, so it's a bar. It will have a dorm-sized fridge. It will have a microwave, coffee, sink, stuff like that. But we're not going to have a stove. So closet over here, and I believe, at least in theory, yeah, they did. They knocked a hole in here for attic access that I don't think we're going to end up needing, because we had a long talk today about the heating for this area. Because originally, and I think you can see this, you can see that this was all framed up here for vaulted ceiling, which is what we wanted. And then they tacked all these 2x whatever they are onto everything and kind of created this flat ceiling. And the explanation was that it was going to have to be there in order to put HVAC. I was kind of unsure about why that would be because our neighbors over here actually, this is where I stay, the little yellow section there. That's got a vaulted ceiling and has the HVAC on the wall. So we had a conversation this morning. It looks like we're going to be okay, hopefully. So here's our little banquette area. Just like everything else in this house, it feels a lot bigger than it looked on paper. And I realize it's going to get smaller once there's drywall, but yeah, that's the way it goes. So here's our Juliet balcony area. Originally, this was going to be an actual balcony. We're too close to the property line for that to happen, but this is okay because it's a nice view, and there will be plenty of room for people to mill about. So that's about it for the Airbnb. Not sure what it's going to look like next time you see it. We did find out that we're not going to see the windows and the doors until end of February, early March. So that's going to be delaying a lot of the inside stuff. So I think the trades that can work without worrying about water damage will be working, but the other ones will not. So anyway, here we go. So this will be the regular front entrance to the house. And I think they did the same. No, they haven't yet. We, again, are working on the lighting plan. It's another decision that we have to make. But this will be an exterior door right here, but you're not really going to be fully going into the house yet. So it's a kind of a pass-through, and you see these windows that let in some nice light. Here again is the garage door from the other side. You come up some steps to go to the main level of the house. And here again, you know, just these issues that come up when measurements are being done and things like that. And, you know, we thought there might be 2 steps there, and it ended up being 8. And so, not what we were hoping for, but such is life. So here is our big open deck. And this is actually what makes the house look so big, because the footprint of the house itself is just about 1,000 square feet. So it's roughly the same thing as we have in our current house. And then the garage is the size of a 2-car garage. So those two things don't really look particularly strange. But when you put them together like we did, all of a sudden the house looks totally immense. So this is going to be a fantastic space. We don't know exactly what it's going to be yet, but if you look over to Rich and Lisa's, you can see how what they've done is put some seating out here, and ours is going to be a little bit bigger. Up here, if I can get the camera to follow me, all the way up there is the cupola, which is basically, you know, it was a mostly aesthetic addition, but it is going to bring in a lot of light, I hope, during the day once we have some windows. We did add a window downstairs. I will show you that in a little while. Thankfully, the order hasn't been processed yet, so they were able to add another window. So we come in, and this is effectively the door. This is what the front door is for visitors' purposes. To the right, we walk in here, we have a little mudroom area. So this is going to be the, I know you can't, I can see his framing. So this is going to be the closet, the front closet, and this is going to have a little bench, maybe some lockers, maybe some hanging hooks or something like that. But basically just a place to sit down, take your shoes off and whatnot. There's a half bath here as well. Nothing particularly exciting. Toilet on this side, sink on this side. You can see that the rough plumbing has pretty much been done. So they're looking for some information on where other things are going to be as they move on. So sticking with moving from side to side here, this is going to be the pantry. I hate to say it, it's like my second favorite room in the house, but after having lived so long with no cabinet space to put food, or having all the little appliances out on the counter, it's going to be really nice to actually have something like this. So open plan, obviously this entire thing is one big room. Here is our kitchen. Here's our kitchen window. The kitchen goes out to where you see these four 2x6s right here. So this is kind of the end of the kitchen, and so we're going to have the sort of the galley style where everything's going to be along that wall. Right here, can't see it, hasn't been marked out yet, but the island is going to be right here. This has got a lowered ceiling that is going to look really cool decoratively once it's decorated. It's, again, hard to imagine some of these things because all you're seeing is literally frame. So then here it is. I mean, this is the big area. It's huge, bigger than it looks like on paper. Again, it'll shrink once we have drywall on, but the beams are not here yet. There will be, I think, 3 beams to really capture the farmhouse look. But we've got some light coming in our windows here, a couple over there, windows in this corner. Here is the fireplace area. We did just pick out the fireplace, and maybe I'll show some pictures of it when I get a chance. They are going to put that on order, so the fireplace is actually going to be here relatively soon, and then those guys are going to come in and do that stuff. The fun part, the view that never ends, I guess. It will in the summer when all the leaves come in, but this is the sun niche. So this is theoretically what the barn owners decided they wanted to do when they converted this not barn into a barn and then into a house. And so we have our windows here. This is you're going to see the same thing in the bedroom, but this is just there is light coming through these windows. At least in the winter. I can't speak for what it's going to be like in the summer, but there is light coming in these windows nearly the entire day. So kind of cool. There's our space up there. There's attic access up there. For a while we toyed with the idea of maybe putting a loft up. Builder says no, we'd have to retrofit too much because it's not really designed for that kind of support. So such is life. Let's go downstairs. So again, this is the main living level, and we wanted this to be the level that had the vaulted ceilings rather than our bedroom, because we're not going to be in our bedroom all that much. And wow, when you look here, I step back enough, you see the mountains, and that's kind of cool. I think from over here, see what else you can actually see. What you can see just to the right of my little Airbnb temporary residence for the next 9 months, that's New Belgium, the brewery. See the actual brewery. We go across. This road is currently a freeway. It's going to be converted into a surface street. The bridge will stay there, but it'll just be a surface street, and it will take you into downtown, which you can't actually see, but downtown is down there, and you can kind of see a lot of the houses that have been built over the last 8 to 10 years leading up down the street. This house is actually for sale right now, $850,000 for 761 square feet. Good luck with that. Okay, let's keep on walking. It is really cold, just to let y'all know, it is really cold. Stairway going down, so we're headed down from the main living area to the bedroom floor, and we wanted to have this with the landings. It's nice big. If we ever had mobility issues, we could put a chair lift thing here without any problem. Hoping that never happens, but got to leave the options. So we step down here and get another window, and we're going to let's go back to the front first, because then we can walk outside and show that. This is going to be, we're walking in actually this doorway right here, doorway to the master suite. To the right we have our walk-in closet, and again a nice big space. It's pretty close to the same size as what we have right now, which frankly in our old house was a luxury because they didn't build walk-in closets back in 1920. But when I renovated that, we ended up with a walk-in closet. Here's our bathroom. So we've got toilet's going to be right here, shower right here. Over here is where the bathtub is going to be. We've got a, whatever that is, 7-foot soaker tub coming in that Lisa's going to like. Double vanity, and that's the bathroom. Over here, now we are in the master bedroom itself, and you can see that that snow literally did blow all the way into here yesterday. Last night was wind like you wouldn't believe, and for Asheville, a lot of snow, even though it didn't really drop a lot. So here, again, we've got it marked right now for our TV to be wall mounted here. We have probably the bed here, although I've been told feng shui says you never have it that way. Well, I don't know feng. I'm not going to see them. So here we go again, and it's because it's winter, you've got the view. We're going to lose a lot of this in the summer, but there are the mountains out there. So from the time the trees drop their leaves to the time that they come back again, we're going to have this nice view. Same thing, you can see the brewery over there and some of the other things. So we have to decide on some lighting here, because everything here pretty much is going to be cans up in the ceiling. We are trying our best to be low maintenance, and you know, I don't like heights. Lisa doesn't like dusting, so we don't want a lot of hanging fixtures. They might look good, but they're a pain in the rear. So what we're going to end up doing is just using hanging fixtures or things like that, or sconces, as kind of decorative items as much as for lighting. So back here now, the 2 bedrooms. So this is a 3-bedroom house. These 2 bedrooms are mirror images of each other, like literally mirror images. Window in the exact same place. Closets backing up against each other. And the reason we did that is because we wanted to have our laundry on the same floor that we're generating most of our laundry. So this is our little laundry nook, and it will be right in between the bedrooms. But the laundry nook itself is what gave us the ability to put these closets in. So bigger closets than you might normally expect. Again, here's the mirror image. And over here, the main floor bathroom. So this is going to have a toilet. It's going to have a shower bathtub combination. So that's going to go over there. I can see that they were just framing stuff. Yeah. And so here's our main water source for the single vanity. So here, yeah, we have to kind of decide how we're going to do this. I think we will come out here later. But this is the floor below the upstairs patio. So again, this is connecting the 2 buildings effectively. So it's an uninsulated space. It is just going to be exactly what it is, a transition. We're not going to be able to film down there because, well, there's no light, but let's take a look anyway. It's just the way a lot of this worked out. Again, suboptimal, but it's what we had to do. We have a ramp down here. So the idea is that there's going to be some gardening stuff going on in here. We're going to keep things that might need to have some form of wheelbarrow or something on roll. There might be enough light to see some of it. It's a big, old, dark space. There's our iron on the top. I hesitated here because I'm always afraid a bear is going to be in there hibernating, and I don't really want to be the one who surprises him.